How's it going, guys? It is Ryan here, and welcome to round 11 of our F1 2014 career mode series. We're at the second half of the season. We're in the Red Bull. Let's see how we do in this race. It is going to be another last to first challenge, as we have quite a long race here today. We've got 18 laps this evening on YouTube, and we've got 17% chance of rain, so there's going to be some wet stages in this race, so we'll see how we do. It is a one-stop strategy this evening, with stops on the primes. Now, we don't know if it's going to rain at the end of the race, so we'll see how we do on there. And we were supposed to have a part, but we haven't got it until next round, which is Spa, which I'm going to explain at the end of the video what I've got planned for that. So the setup on the screen is a setup that I just made up because I've not driven Hungaroring in the dry or in the wet. So I wouldn't really use this setup, but if you want to, feel free to use it in your online experience or your career modes. But I would change the wing, though. The reason I put it at 5.4 was I attempted to do qualifying and it didn't really work. So, should be an interesting race, this one, as we're currently second in the Drivers' Championship. So we could really get some boost and catch up to Lewis Hamilton in the standings. We're not that far off, though. So we'll see how we do if we get a great performance this evening, as we leave the garage as well for round 11 of career mode, as it is Lewis Hamilton on pole position with our teammate Vettel in second. So we hope Vettel gets past Hamilton before turn 1. It's a bit unlikely, so we'll see how we do from the back of the grid for our first ever drive around the Hungaroring. Right, yeah, I can't even say it right. Hungaroring. So here we go, round 11. Sorry, I'm that excited for this track. So here we go. Reasonable start, so here we go. We'll get past Marcus Ericsson straight away. Now, turn 1's a bit interesting here, so I need to pick this absolutely right. So just avoid Kobayashi there. So we're up to P14. So that's a good start there. So I'm going to go down the inside of Hulkenberg now, as we're going to go down about 1 billion cars, as we just tap, I think that's Rosberg, our rival. So we're up to 9th place, so nice AI. As we go down the inside, Sutil as well, so we're up to P8. As I think Vettel's taken the lead of the race as well, so good start for us in terms of the Constructors' Championship, with Rosberg out of the points and Vettel leading and me down in 8th. I'm aiming really for a top 5 finish this afternoon, because obviously it's our first time around here. So we'll see how high we can get up to in the at the end of the race. So come around this very nice tight final corner, which opens up where the only DRS, or one of the two DRSs, I must apologise, as the other one is up here on exit of turn 1. So we get a bit closer to Kevin Magnussen. Vettel's gone, which is good. It's nice to see that the Red Bull has actually got pace now compared to the Mercedes. Obviously that it was a wet qualifying, so all these cars in front, well, everyone really is on fresh tyres, so it will be quite interesting to see when they pit for the prime tyre. We get a bit closer now to Kevin. I think it's holding us up a bit, so we're losing a bit of ground to the leaders. As we've pulled away nicely from Sutil behind, who's obviously in a Sauber, so he's going to be doing the park the bus. As we just go a bit wide there. I think we can brake a bit later for these corners, because I'm braking too early and cutting that apex of the curb. So we just need to be careful with that. And will we see a safety car? We've not had one this season. A couple of times where I think there should have been one, but what can I say? As the DRS is now enabled, so we'll be down out of turn 1. As Magnussen's looking like a move down the inside of John Verne, who does so. He's going a bit slow, so he could take the position here from Verne. Brake a bit late, and there we go, move's done. Up to 7th place now. So I've got to say, the 2 Toro Rossos have really surprised me in this race. So, well, it's only been 3 laps as we go a bit wide. Kvyat's in 5th and Verne's in 8th. So I think this is their best performance this season, the Toro Rosso boys. So good on them. See them on par with the McLaren actually of Magnussen. The AI are kind of quick. I'm just kind of discovering that now in the last sector because of the final corner with the traction. So we go wide again. I think I should have gone with higher wings if I'm honest. Actually get a nice exit out of there for a change, so that's nice. Let's have the tyres actually. They seem not too bad. Verne, who's in that Ferrari, will be quite quick down the straights because of that Ferrari engine. I think no, it's that Ferrari engine, is it? No, it's not. It's I think it's a Lotus Renault engine. I think. Can someone clarify that? I can't remember what engine that Toro Rosso have got. I think it's either it's Ferrari or it's they've gone with Renault engines. Braking too late for that corner, I believe, so really giving it the full beans now at these corners. We seem quick in this middle sector as we just have a bit of a cheeky corner cut, our first one of the race. So we seem to gain a bit of confidence now through those corners there, those sequence of corners. So we've got to just brake a bit earlier for that corner, just lift and coast. Get a bit closer now to Magnussen. I think it's the closest we've been so far. As Vettel's has completely gone. Look at him. Good for that. We get DRS as well. Lovely jubbly. I think Magnussen hasn't got it as well. I think he's got it. Has he got it? Can't really tell. And we're just going to tow down the inside as he brake checked for Kvyat, so we'll take that. And he's got past, Verne's got past Magnussen as well, so I don't know what's happened to Magnussen. It's like, oh, lost the back end there. So P6. Next up, the guy who is joining Red Bull next season, Daniel Kvyat, who I'm really impressed with this season. Daniel has. He's done some good performances, especially in qualifying and in the race too in some rounds. So he's been a good driver, I think, this season, and a good replacement really for Vettel in my opinion. He's going to be, Red Bull's going to be quite interesting next season with Ricciardo being the main guy, the #1 driver with Kvyat in the team. It's a nice good young team, that driver lineup that is for Red Bull, so be interesting to see where Kvyat's going to be in terms of pace. We know what Ricciardo is in terms of pace, so it'll be good to see how those two do as a team next year. They could even be fighting for the constructors if they have a decent car, so we'll see how they do next season. So interesting enough, I've just noticed is that I've just watched that the AI, the map, Vettel's obviously pulling away, but the others in front are roughly the same place, as we could get rain in 15 minutes, which will probably be at the end of the race. So we get a bit closer now to Kvyat. It's not going to make any difference on this straight, I'm afraid, apart from getting a bit closer. Oh, tank slapper there. Good little nice little scrap this four-way scrap. Making a bit turning too early. You can tell I've never driven this track until now. But that's what the career mode is, you know. It's unexpected, so I think apart from this track, I think there's all the others I have done, apart from Abu Dhabi, is another one that I've not done. So that's going to be interesting trying to drive that track. 100% for that one as well, guys, just a disclaimer. Nice to know though, we've still got +1 of laps of fuel, so that's kind of cool. Get close to, oh my god, don't want to hit that wall there as back end went out there. I think the tyres are slowly going, so we need to be very careful now as here comes Vern. You know that Toro Rosso is quick in a straight line. So a lot of stuff falling on me, so that's oh, just going to the wall there. Bit of an issue with the wheel, so I've got that to think about as well now. As you can tell, just losing it completely now. I don't know, the tyres are gone? Can't tell. Got to be very careful now. These tyres are definitely going off the cliff now. As the back end just wants to slide out, it's really frustrating. Thing is, the advantage I have now is that if Vettel pits on the next lap, which I'm planning to, we can do a double shuffle. So Vern's going to get the DRS. Doesn't look like it, you can see there. From a distance you don't see the flap. Because I think I'm going to help Magnussen here, trying to go down the inside of it. Yep. Yes, I know he's 5 cars ahead. So I'm going to lean for strategic decision, strategy-wise. I always put it. I found out that putting into lean actually does help you in terms of the rear traction, because there's less revs used. And I always use it when I go into the pits, my in-lap. I always have it in lean for the lap. Apart, obviously, if there's straights, I'll put it into rich. But through these mid to slow corners, yes, I will put it into lean just to help me a bit. Just do some short shifts, save some fuel as well. So the primes are actually quite decent, as there's all the cars in front are pitting. I wonder if Kvyat's going to pit. Nope, he's staying out. So I think, will Vern pit? Nope, is Vern pit? Yep, Vern's in. So Kvyat's staying out of that. Oh, I'm going to get held up now. I have a suspicion I'm going to get held here. A treat. Look how many cars there are coming into the pit lane. This is going to be the longest hold-up ever. Come on, come on. 5.12, Jesus. Please, have I... Oh, look enough. Oh, who's that? Sutil's jumped a Toro Rosso. Vern's lost out there. Oh my god, this is going to be scary coming into turn 1. Who's that? Perez, and I think that's a Marussia squabbling there, so that's quite a scary moment. So Ericsson in 12th place. Apparently where we need to finish as well, so that's quite interesting. Light rain's coming as well, so I wonder if the guys will pit for the intermediates. Well, Vettel's in the pit lane. Obviously, we're not going to be jumping him in the pit stop phases, so. Should have put more. I think I should put more on the wing and more on the balance, I think. There's a flurry of cars now in the pit lane, as you can see. Lots of white dots in the pit lane. I just hope Ericsson will give me some DRS as he's coming in. Might as well put up to Rich now. Yes, he does. Thank you very much. As who's this? Up to, so we've lost a place in the pit stop phase. And there's your answer. Who's that? Magnussen's jumped us in the pit lane because of that hold up. It's a bit annoying. Kvyat's only just there, so we kind of gained we haven't lost time to Kvyat, but Magnussen there's the winner of the pit stop battle between the 4 cars I was fighting with at the start of this battle. So we're going to try and catch up to Magnussen. There's only 1.1. And obviously with the rain coming, will we get possibly the cars pitting for inters? Possibly if it gets really heavy? Possibility. Don't count our chickens though yet. Still time to go. Or is someone in front on primes? I can't recall anyone on primes. Oh, back end's gone out. Don't need that now. As we just made contact with Perez, so can we try and counter him back down the inside? Oh, we need to close the door on us. Get the position back. Just too early on the power there. Is that? There's Nico Rosberg as well. Just hope Vettel wins this race so we don't lose too much ground to Hamilton in the standings. Obviously, at this point, we'll lose... I think it's 14, 15 points, I think. Not really... Can't do maths at the minute. I know Hamilton's going to get 18 points if he stays in 2nd place. So who's this? Is this Magnussen catching up to Kvyat? Kvyat's struggling, possibly, so we could get 5th place actually. We could only lose 8 points. If we really get a move on. Back end slides out again. I hate Hungary. Hungary's not one of my strongest tracks. It's been like that though in previous F1 games, so doesn't look like I'm going to be that quick around here, it seems. We've only got 7 laps remaining of this race. Trying to not cut that corner. I just hope Magnussen gets held up by Kvyat and then we can jump both of them. That's my only thing I can think of now. I'm very surprised though, my fuel consumption's been pretty good this race. Rain in 5 minutes. Doesn't look like it's going to rain though, it's still beaming with sunshine. Wonder if we're going to get a bit of rain on the last lap, couple of laps maybe. Would be quite interesting. And we're in optimal for the first time. So, oh god, Rosberg's got past now. So now it's going to be a fight on our hands now with our rival in the championship, Nico Rosberg. He's only a few points behind us in the standings. Now we need to get a move on now. Just a bit wide, late break. Really giving it the full beans now, trying to catch up, giving it everything this Red Bull's got in the setup. But the Mercedes is just too OP, look at it. Don't know what's good. Oh my god, oversteer. Come on, Kvyat, hold Magnussen up. Oh, here comes Rosberg. OP traction at this final corner. Can't do anything about that. Got to pull to the right, avoid this draft. Him getting draft. Here. Oh god, turn. Turn. Tyres are gone, they're going. Oh, it's getting cloudy though. Try and hold off Rosberg now, if I'm honest. Oversteer again. Get out of the way. Rosberg to draft, but he's just going to go past like a tree. Late break. Give him the broom. Still keep the position. Back ends out again. Oh dear. Now it's parked the bus, Ryan Dishon. Not long to go. Come up to 3 to go in a minute. Oh, Rosberg's gone backwards. I don't know what's happened. Will pull me across there. Oh, is that rain? It's rain. Rain's on the track in the first sector. Very nice, interesting 3 laps now. And it's getting heavy. It's heavy as well. Heavy rain, it looks like. Heavy spits. Might as well prepare myself. Put into lean. Hold off Nico Rosberg. Oh god. And that has not worked out. Just too aggressive on the curb. Less tyres, grip on the right rear. Cost us there. And this rain's getting heavier as well. The main goal now is to not get passed by a Sauber. That would be embarrassing. Now I wonder if anyone's going to pit for Inters. That would be quite a surprise if anyone does pit. It's getting quite heavy now on the straight. This will be interesting. It's happened before in a career mode on 2012. Getting really heavy. So will anyone pit for Inters? Because the game can put them on Inters. It will be a very interesting last lap, I will say that. It's getting really heavy now. I'm sliding about now, it's like an ice rink. This last sector is going to be horrible. Suto's catching up. Anyone? No, they're staying out. Oh, we've gone wide. Two Ferrari engine cars now behind. Oh, we've gone wide. Gotta leave the door open for Suto. This is going to be a very interesting last lap. In wet conditions now. And you can't catch up. Oh, 1+1, that's alright. Short revs now. Oh, I hope someone spins off and crashes. That would be fantastic. Oh, aquaplaning now. We're now aquaplaning. We have now got a park the bus situation definitely now. Crazy end to this race. Vettel wins. Oh, we're going. See, can't even get across the chicane. It's 25th gear. We've got to safely get this car home. Everyone's struggling now. Even the AI is struggling now. We're still on the track. Just don't you dare, Suto, you're not passing me, Sonny Jim. Look how many cars, oh my god, look how many cars there are. I'm literally doing like 10% throttle. That's how ridiculous this is. Just hog the inside. Oh, it's a drag race now. Can we go over the line? Oh, we do. Oh, my friend's happy. So that's nice. That was a ridiculous last lap. Last 3 laps in the rain. Horrendous conditions. So Vettel won, so that's a great thing. Oh, okay, Sean. So Vettel won the race by quite some margin on there. Alonso was second with Button in third. Lewis Hamilton surprisingly fourth. So really out of this we've not really lost anything in terms of the championship. Kvyat in a very strong fifth, Magnussen sixth, Rosberg pipped us in seventh, us in eighth, Sutil in ninth, and Grosjean getting a point for Lotus. That's a surprise. Well, that last lap chaos there. Look, from eighth down to 18th, 5 seconds covering 10 cars is ridiculous. really is ridiculous. So really, we've only lost, let's count, do some maths, 8 points to Hamilton, so it's not that bad from what it would have been if he was leading. So now, the Drivers' Championship as it is that Hamilton now has 66-point gap over us now. Vettel's jumped to second now, he's only 7 behind us. So either way, the top 4 are still with a chance of winning the championship. Really, Vettel's in 3rd, Rosberg's 4th, Alonso's 5th, Magnussen in 6th, Bottas is just holding on from a three-way scrap from Raikkonen and Button, covering those 3, only by 4 points. Then down to Hulkenberg in 10th, Massa 11th, and Perez in 12th. The constructors, as it stands at the minute, still 53 points though. So we still have a chance of the Constructors' Championship. Obviously with double points will play a big role in Abu Dhabi when we get around to that point, but we're not thinking about that yet. Nice gap now we've got from Ferrari. Now it's 136 points. Really, there's no other battles I can think of, so that's really it, guys. That is that round of career mode. It wasn't the best of races. Did get held up in the pit lane, but didn't really help. And obviously our knowledge of never driving this track on the game before now is a big factor as well. I could have practiced a bit. But next round is a big one. It is the Belgian Grand Prix. It is the 100% race, and it will be a last to first challenge again. Spa is one of my favourite tracks on this game, so that's why I'm starting at the back of the grid. So it'll be fantastic for you guys to watch 44 laps around there. It'll be a fantastic race, so I'm looking forward to that. For this episode, guys, let's get a target of 80 likes as always for every career mode. And if you do it before I'm planning to do this, which will be Saturday morning, so if we get 80 likes by tomorrow night, possibly, if I have time, I will stream the race for you then. But if not, the stream for Spa will be out on Saturday morning at 10:30 UK time. I'll post it in my Twitter and my Facebook, so please make sure to follow them there on your screen on the top. And if you want to use the helmet I wore in this episode of Career Mode, then it is in the link in the description below. But until then, guys, have a great evening wherever you are, and I shall see you for the next round of the Career Mode in Belgium. So make sure to subscribe, guys, to my channel for more F1 content. Until then, guys, I shall see you in Spa. Have a great evening, guys. Take care. See you there. And that is it, guys. That is our round.